I think we have done some issues that we have with the FBI, but I don't think at this point I feel comfortable as making a statement as strong as what Goodlatte did.
Are you concerned about these missing text messages, sir?
Oh, now that's a whole different thing. Yeah, maybe there's a legitimacy for it, but doesn't it seem a little strange that when you're on the defensive and we're asking for information, and the most important information is for the 5 months that's involved in that question, isn't it a little bit odd that would happen? And so it legitimately raises questions.
Senator, some of your Democratic colleagues on the committee want you to release the Donald Trump Jr. transcript to Bob Mueller's team. Is that something you're willing to do?
I'll be talking about that this morning. Just follow what I say.
Senator Grassley, some of the text messages that have not been released yet, talking about secret societies, it may have been in jest.
That's the House talking about that. I haven't made any comment on that.
Potentially, are these material to the investigation, sir?
What?
Would these missing texts potentially be material to any investigation,
Well,
sir?
I don't know. Just, you don't know those things until you get them. It's just kind of odd that they disappeared for the most important time you want the information.
They're saying it's a technical
Thank you,
glitch,
sir.
sir.
Well, it could be. I'm willing to listen to that, but they ought to have some proof.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What are you up to here? You guys always back me up to the wall. Don't. I thought this was a free country.
They get mad if we block the hall.
See?
Can we
How come you don't ask me something about agriculture? You know, Iowa's a farming state. What do you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you about the news that you just made in there about releasing, or you feel like you're ready to release the Trump Tower interview?
It shouldn't be big news because, you know, we've always said we're for transparency. And so to answer your question, you heard what Senator Feinstein said. With that being said, it's just a case of going through the process. I think there's a couple people still want to go through their transcript yet. And then I think there has to be experts go through it. That would be if there needs to be anything to be redacted. And then the next step is let the public have access to it.
What made you decide that you're at the point that this is done and concluded?
We've interviewed everybody but Kushner. It looks like we aren't going to get Kushner.
Why aren't you going to get Kushner?
I think, as I said in my statement in there, I think he's spooked by the release of unilateral release by other people of what transcripts have been out there. And he probably, like everybody else, an opportunity to go through it. Like I told you, there's still a couple people that have to go through what we already have. And if he's the last one and we've interviewed everybody we can get, then the public ought to know.
Can't you subpoena Kushner, though?
We could, but don't forget he already has testified before the Intelligence Committee. What do you ask?
How does it affect your investigation not to have that access to?
I suppose if I could read the Intelligence Committee report, and I haven't been able to do that yet, and maybe, you know, they're very restrictive on who can get in on those things, but then I could answer your question, but right now I can't answer your question.
What's your sense of timing in terms of the release?
I think you better talk to Taylor or my staff or George. They'll give you a better clue. I don't know how long it takes these lawyers to go through whatever they want to review. I don't think the redacting would take a long time because we control that.
Days, weeks? Can you characterize it at all?
No, I can't, but I'm glad to have my staff tell you what their judgment is.
Senator, now that you've finished your interviews with the people who attended the Trump Tower meeting, what do you know about the Trump Tower meeting, and did it raise any concerns from what you have learned from the witnesses that you have spoken with?
I don't think I want to answer that. I think we'll wait until it's public and let the public analyze it for themselves instead of me analyzing it for them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks. Thanks, Senator.